Hello there, I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful day. Hello there, MXW. Hello there, Evangelist Karen. Hello there, MNM. How are you? We want to talk about something because sometimes you can get a narcissist that becomes a stalker, or for 15 years he's in and out of your life. He keep coming back no matter where you are. Hello there, Kay. uh, is that Dearman? God bless you. Thank you for joining me on today. Hey there, Prophetess Danielle. How are you? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about when you have someone in your life that's refusing to leave. He leaves, but he keep coming back. Hello there, Melissa. Thank you for joining us on today. Is that Zoo? Did you mean to say Zoo? Eminem, yep. Yes, come on. You start off good. You're starting off good. From Florida. Hello there, Kate. All the way from beautiful Florida. What part of Florida are you from? What part of Florida are you from? Tonight we're going to talk about the narcissists that do not leave. Hello there, Ernestine. How are you? God bless you. Solomon definitely should be in the bed by now. So he's in the bed, right? All righty, y'all, let's get started. We're talking about he keeps coming back. Now, when we say keep coming back, it's not that he keep coming back. She said, starting off good, all right now. When we say he keep coming back, that means he don't leave your life. He can leave and be gone for 6 months, and then all of a sudden he shows back up. He's gone for 2 weeks, then show back up. He's gone for 3 weeks and show back up. Oh, you're off the golf course, okay? And he keeps coming back. Or you go to the store and you look up and he's there. You go somewhere, you look up and he's there because he's following you, he's stalking you, or he's using a friend to bait you back in. And you're wondering, what are you doing? What are you doing? I shouldn't see you everywhere I go. You shouldn't be everywhere I am. And what happened is when you are and usually these people, we're talking about primary sources. Primary sources the narcissist will fight for. Because the primary sources is the one who take most of the energy. They took most of their time. They took most of their mind. Kids can be a primary source when they're with a narcissist because the narcissist thinks in their mind. We have raised them up, we trained, they are molded like we wanted them to be molded, and it's not a lot of energy. Some children of some narcissists is so locked into their parents. They do everything they tell them to do until they get away. Then once they get away and they're free, usually these people do not come back. They do not come back. Once they're out, they're out. So let's talk about that. Have you ever been involved with a narcissist that they go for 6 months and all of a sudden they show back up out of nowhere? And when they show back up, they expect for you to take them where you left off. They expect to start where you left off. They don't care that you're back up on your feet. That's all the reason why they want to come to you. She said the malignant psychopathic stalker is a star harder than ever. She said it would be 5 years to August. He married another Karen, 225, and still stalking me right now. She said, I can't find the exact home. Wow. He can't find the exact home. She said, they come back for these reasons. Control, that they may want to reassert dominance and control over you. Narcissists supply. They miss the attention or the emotional energy you gave them. Ego. You know, When you have been good to a narcissist, especially some of you who maybe were financially well off, or you were very strong in your career, you had power, you have authority, you had everything that the narcissists want for dominance. They come back from that when they can't get it. She said, ego bruise. She said, your distance may feel like rejection to them, triggering their mind to win you, back. She said, testing boundaries. They want to see if they can still influence you. Absolutely. She said, my dad once was gone for 9 years, and then he shows up asking me to move in with him to help him, I guess. She said, once I said no, it was like I was a stranger. Absolutely. Kay said, no. Wow, Miss Karen. Absolutely. The narcissist, and what they're telling you, they tell off on themselves. They tell you, I am not getting the few that I was getting while I was with you. They don't win all over the place. And some of them could be very dangerous. Do not take them back, because sexually you don't know where they've been. She said, I dealt with it, and every time I thought it was done for good. She said, he used our daughter as a comeback. Absolutely. She said, I've had narcs return 2 or 3 years later. Once you distance yourself from them, you see them for who they really are. Absolutely. And this is why we tell people, you think the narcissist is done? They're not done. They can be gone, like she said, 3 or 4 years, 5 years, and show up out of nowhere and want what they want. And it's dangerous, because every time you take the narcissist back, they're going to punish you for them leaving. Not you leaving. It's worse if you escape and then finally went back to them. But it's bad when they come back, because every time they come back, the treatment get worse. They treat you bad because they blame you. They project what they did out on you. How dare you leave me? And you're like, I didn't leave me. You left me. And they'll say, yeah, but the only reason I left you because you did this, you said this, and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to take responsibility. And to them, that's a narcissistic injury. And they get angry for some reason. The narcissists get angry when you take them back. When you become weak, they get angry at your weakness. It's because it's almost like they feel like you're projecting your weakness out on them. And they get really, really angry, but they're really dangerous. She said, it's only a matter of time. And it is a narc mantra. See? And the reason they do that is because they can't find what they left. She said, this is Crystal Bush. She done had him turn 2 or 3 years later. You know what? But once you leave, the fog lift, the blindness lift, the veil lift, and you can start to see them for who they are. Krista said, if you take them back, it will start out nice for a brief time, then boom, the evil comes back out, but even worse. Every single time, Crystal. Every single time. And people don't realize that taking back or going back to a narcissist is setting you up for a greater failure. She said, my father is well off financially, and he thinks I'm going to ask him for forgiveness, but I'm not. She said, I'm done being abused. You know what? Because he think MMXW, he can use his wealth to pull you along. He's just waiting for you to need him, to run out of money and plead with him and beg him. Begging a narcissist is almost like cutting your own throat. They don't value it. They don't appreciate it. And they would tell you the only reason you came back because you ain't have nowhere to go. Nobody else loved you like I love you. And you dogged me. And you would hear it every day until they ghost you again. Then they leave and come back. She said, emotional, spiritual, and mental ties. She said they used to keep a hold on your life. Yep. She said, and that's how, here's how to be done with them for good. He asked me if I was good. This is MMXW. He asked me if I was good, and I told him that I was good, and he stopped responding. Because you didn't have a need, you didn't have a want. Narcissists need pocket holes. They need a place where they can input because it's void. They like to feel voids because they like to feel needy. And remember, a narcissist wants to be your God. They don't want God to replace them. They want to be your God. So to be your God, you got to look to them, need them, want them, crave them, long for them. That's what the narcissists want. And when you don't have those things in place, they either create the pocket holes or they leave because they can't do anything. When you take strength and you cover the holes and you find yourself getting stronger because you done been through so much, so you in the fight zone and you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger, that's a narcissistic injury. She said that's exactly what it feels like. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's exactly what it is, Danielle. Eminem said, being truly done with a narcissist, especially the one who keeps coming back, is a powerful and necessary step for your healing and your peace. She says, not just about cutting them off physically. The Democratic Party, okay, let's replace them. If it's not dealing with our subject matter, we're not going to engage in that. There you go. You got to remember, one of the traits of narcissists is to be totally indulgent in themselves. Everything they do is for themselves. Once you leave the self of the narcissist, you done left the narcissist. The narcissist is not going to give you anything without something being given back. Everything in this relationship is transactional. Their behavior, Eminem said, their behavior is their choice. The healing is their healing is not my job. I deserve peace more than I need their presence. That's a realization, Eminem. Everyone has to come to their own realization of that. The ex has been with young and middle-aged men. Whoa, cross-dressing, drag with a full, been she said, piece of him was with an 85-year-old toothless crystal meth grandma. Whoa, young woman and married a senior. Oh my God, that is really crazy. Now that's crazy. Wow. Let me tell you something. Once you have made up in your mind, I thought about a narcissist named Tudo, and you probably heard of him, H.G. Tudo. He said, when you know, you go and you don't come back. Period. And that's so true. When you know, you go and you don't come back. When you want to look for strength, you have to go where strength is. When you want to look for pain, pain is always available in the house of the narcissist. There's not a day there's not pain unless they got something they're up to. When the narcissist wants something from you, they will be nice to you. But remember, the whole relationship is transactional. So, with a transactional relationship, it's give and take. I offer you a service, you pay for it. The service with the narcissist is to give them the attention they want, to make them feel needed, because they need copious amount of energy from your life. Kay said, she said, soon it will be removed, only like women who look good or have dollar sign. Yeah. And it's what they're after. It's what they want. Some narcissists only look for wealthy women. Some narcissists only looking for, especially the autistic narcissists, only look for women with children or a handicapped person. There are people who actually scout out handicapped love affair. That's the altruistic narcissist. And then you got the malignant one. They want power. They want adoration. And so they look for what they don't have in themselves. And that's what drew them to you. And then they start to kill the very thing that attracted them to you. They hate your strength. They hate the fact that you got money. They hate the fact that you're pretty. When you are a strong person, the narcissist targets you and they stay with you to break you down. Once they break you down, they're gone. That's their purpose. And when you are a supreme supply or primary supply and they break you down, now they've got this revolving door. They're gone for 3 months, they come back. They're gone for 2 weeks, they come back. They're gone for 6 months, they come back. Many narcs are looking for slave women, and that's why they chase young women, naive women, absolutely. That's why they chase them. She said, and that's it, manipulation. And can you imagine a young girl in the hand of a upper mid or greater or ultra narcissist that knows what he's doing, that pours her in? Come on now. This narcissist pulled this woman in. She's naive. She's young. That's why a lot of times they go after young girls. They keep it hidden because it's illegal, and they'll go after teens. She said they are drawn to younger women or women with daddy issues. Narcissists are drawn to women with issues, period. Any kind of issue you have, because they're going to be the answer for the issue. Because it's easier to pull somebody who's hunting for who they are than someone who knows who they are. And a lot of times they think narcissists look for women with holes, but I told them about a movie, and I think I told you about it. It's called Kiss the Girl. And when this great Davier guy, handsome, smart, intelligent, successful, she said pulling away from this cycle in family is one of the hardest phases of going no contact. It is. She said, you're right, mommy. It is. You know why? You know why? Because it's family. It's blood. You was raised there. There's a soul tie. She said, yes, you told us about it. Right. Kiss the Girls. This guy's mother was successful, strong, powerful, but she was a narc all the way. She tortured her son. She tried to live through him. He was the golden child. She ran his life. He couldn't get back at his mom, so what he did, he looked for strong women to get back at. He looked for powerful women, women who were successful, women who was number one in their field. If they were a musician, they were the best. If they were in business, they were the best. They were what everybody looked for, everybody longed for, making $500 and $600 an hour. Those the women he wanted. And when he caught them, he broke them down. And when he broke them down, he said, I only wanted you to break you down. Once he broke them down, he lost interest. They was no longer anything to him. His interest was to break them down, because most narcissists usually have a father or mother problem. She's one of the cousins just signed with a major league team, 22, born within a narcissist family. And I know it would be difficult for him. You know why? He's free at the same time. When you leave your family, a freedom comes. A liberation comes. But it's that whole of family. The guilt. What you're going to have to do when you're fighting against narcissism that's in the family and you go no contact, you're going to have to fight against the guilt. You're going to have to fight the guilt. Because it's the guilt that's going to make you want to come back. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. That is your mother. You're supposed to help her. The Bible said this. The Bible said that. The Bible didn't say stay and be abused. Stay and be misused till you lose yourself and almost die. The Bible didn't tell you that. People who don't know the Bible, misinterpret the Bible, told you that. But God wants you to know who you are. He don't want you dying daily with no significance. When we die daily, we die in the flesh, the work of the flesh, not the spirit. A narcissist will break your will and kill your spirit. He will try, except you can't kill a spirit. But they don't want you strong. They don't want you going forward. They don't want you with power. They don't want you with a support group. They don't want you getting strength. They don't want you recognizing strength. They don't want you to be in power. The narcissists want you at your weakest. That is your best to them. They want you tore from the floor. That is your best to them. When you are confused and you don't know what to do, and you look like you got brain fog, that's the best to them. To them, you're at your best. So when a narcissist tell you, I love you, what is it that he's saying he loves? Do he love the weakness? Do he love the constant attention you're giving him? Does he love that you crying all night and you're miserable and you want to leave but you can't? Do you know narcissists know when you can't leave? Because they do things to make you leave and you stay. And you don't leave. The narcissist is thinking you don't want to leave. And some of you feel, I don't have nowhere to go. Go to a shelter, but get out. He gets mad if I'm on the computer. I never check my email. Wow. Wow. Anything that takes attention away from him, he hates. Even your kids. He don't want you giving more attention. And those are his children. He don't care nothing about his kids. He care about their attention. When he go out and everybody praise him because he says you got a pretty little girl or a handsome little boy, oh, he always want to go out. Honey, let's go walking. Let's go this. He want to be around a lot of people so he can get their praise. Look at what I did. Look at what they're complimenting me. Every child is an extension of the narcissist. The golden child, oh my God. They're the life of the narcissist. Then the scapegoat, they always end up in the punishment. They always end up in the jail cell. Everything is their fault. If you hadn't have been here, this wouldn't have happened. This only happened because I never should have had you. But the scapegoat, which one day we're going to talk about, is a very powerful tool against narcissists. The ones they don't break. Let's put them like that. Eminem. She said, to them it's part of their control cycle. Mental and emotional game designed to break you down so they can build you into what they want. Yep. And that's a slave. Krista said, yeah, attention, praise, worship, control, they love it. They do. They love it. They love it when you give them attention. They love it. They love it when you praise them. They love it. They love it when you adore them. They create a wrecking ball in your life. They have you so twisted, you barely know your name. And the longer you stay, the more damage can be done. MMXW say, they belittle you 24/7. She said they expect you to treat them like the most loving, caring, supportive parents. That's what they act like in public. And I'm going to tell you something. Most people won't believe you when you tell them that. Because they're your parents. And they're loving and they care about their kids. And they're thinking nobody would do their kids like that. But you're living it every day. Plus the Be Free Karen says, and the ex smashed 3 laptops and relieved himself after drinking beer on my, I think that's HP Windows 10 laptop while raging. My God. She said, I'm spending a new I'm making a new resume, and I need to hide the fact that I am looking for a resume service. And I need to hide the fact that I am looking for a resume service. Okay, I don't think I understood that one, Kay, so rewrite that one. When the narcissists keep coming back, you've been observed. You're being watched. You're being scouted. And they don't care about another family. They wouldn't even care if they stayed away 10 years. And then within that 10 years, you got married. They don't care nothing about that. So the narcissist is not their problem. It's your problem. I'm back. Let's start where we left. You like, but I got a husband. Get rid of the husband. If you were so in love with that narcissist until when they tell you to get rid of the husband, they're going to stay, they're never going to leave, they're lying. That's part of the program to leave. She said, print my resume and a resume making service. Oh, okay. The narcissist is only concerned about himself. And when he's concerned about you, he want to keep you in this mold, in this hidden place, because they isolate. And when they isolate, Eminem said, fact, absolutely. She said, I got so tired of hiding my career moves. He didn't want me to dream big, wasn't allowed in his cult family system. See, because they're jealous. He was probably jealous of everything you did. He was probably jealous of every move you make. He can't handle it. He can't handle your strength. That's why you got to put into you. You got to build you. You got to read positive things and put it in your heart. You got to get around positive people. You got to get a support group. Because the narcissist, as long as you're with them, they're going to tear you down. And when you're a primary source, they're coming back. Because there comes a time they don't have no source. To get people nowadays to even get them loyal to a narcissist, the narcissist work harder than he's ever worked before. Because people are just outsorted psychologically. They don't went through too much and it's just too much going on with them. And so when you try to lock them down, they don't lock. Young folk are different than they were before. They don't have the same level of loyalty. So the narcissist is having to come out with all stops. They come out with all stops. They make sure everything you do is going to come. MMX say, my father is very well off and very knowledgeable in the investment world, yet he's never taught any of his children how to invest. They want you under them. Because of grandiosity won't let nobody be where you are. Grandiosity won't let anybody be equal to where you are. Grandiosity makes sure you stay down and they stay up. And that's why every relationship they have, you stay down and they stay up. MM says, idolize, they put you on a pedestal to get your guards down, devalue. Once you attach, they can chip away at your self-worth, discard. They make you feel worthless, crazy, or too much. I don't have to say no more after that. She said it all. That was it in a nutshell. That's their whole MO. Everything they do with you is for them. Every time you display strength, it's never for you. They can never give you what you want. It makes them feel that they're weak. She's a Hoover, they suck you back in when they have sensed you moving on. Every time. Every time. Love bombing is a weapon with the narcissist. It is arsenal with the narcissist. And when they're good to you, it's a strategy for one. Krista always start with the love bombing. Yep, is just a strategic manipulation. Same thing Eminem said. Yes, ma'am. That's the way they work. That's their MO. They never want you in your strength. They never want you to make it. That's why they keep coming back. We did a teaching, the sequel narcissist. They always attach to the last point you left. She said having a hard time being on the computer for any length of time. Yeah, because they don't trust it. She said, I have no desire to share any achievements with any narc. And they hate. She said, and they hate. I don't include them in my decision and give little or no information to any in my life anymore. Yeah, Danielle, you're right. Because they don't care about your good. If you start telling them about what you did, they just waiting for you to shut up so they can tell you what they want. She said their abuse is not proof that you are unworthy. It's proof that they are broken. That is so true. Kamar say, oh no, don't share your achievements with them. Absolutely. Because they discard strength. Remember, they discard. That's exactly their response. Yep. They discard strength. And if you notice, when you start doing too good, the narcissist discards you. She said the love bomb is the first cycle of it. It's the first. It lays the foundation for everything else. It's like taking a hit of crack the first time. Once you do, you hook. People who thought they was in control took that hit. And with a narcissist, you lose control. The longer you're with them, the more you lose yourself. The longer you're with them, the more you lose yourself. Because the narcissists don't have anything to give. They are empty. They are broken. They are hurting. They're filled with hate, murder, vengeance, all of that. She said being around will wreck your entire system. Yep, when you're around them, it sure will. Kamar said, I kept asking him, where are the promises made? They are very empty. Those future faking. When they make promises, that's future faking. They get your hopes up so high where you believe in it. And then they act like they're getting ready to do it before everything come crashing in. And when everything come crashing in, it's your fault. It's your fault because if you hadn't did this, I would have been more focused. If you hadn't did that, I would have been more attentive. I would have gave you everything you wanted, but you did this and it's your fault. I kept telling you and saying to you and you didn't listen, you didn't believe me. They always fault find and they always project accountability and responsibility on somebody else, never themselves. And the truth is, it's their fault. Kamar said, everything is your fault. Very annoying. Because they won't be accountable. When a narcissist promises that they're going to do something, now let me tell you something. The upper mid narcissists, they may start at a mid level, up to the greater narcissists. They make promises that they keep. They get you to trust them. They get you to rely on them. They get you to believe in them. Just as you rely on them, just as you start trusting them, they start showing out. They start showing up. They start showing you that they are habitual liars, that you can't trust anything they say. You can't believe anything they say. Not one thing. Not one. Because when they look at how many empty promises, look how many empty lies. She said finding a narc that takes accountability is like finding a lion that is a vegetarian. Oh, that's good right there. My father's a very trustworthy person. He's for sure an ultra and has 4 or 5 degrees dangerous. Yes, ma'am. She said, yep, they earn your trust. Then they morph into a demon. Yep. You know why? Because to get the kind of attention they're going to need, they got to train their specimen. They got to train their supply. Most of the supply is untrained because you're wounded as it is. They're wounded with another wounded person. It's like taking one hole, seeing which hole can have the most depth to it. They're both bottomless pit. Doesn't matter how much you put in, they both gonna allow it to sink. That's why the narcissists like abuse people, because they're easy for codependent. Projection is always a confession. When they accuse a person of doing a thing, a confession of what they are actually doing. Yeah, they tell off on themselves by accusing you. You're cheating on me. They're cheating. I saw you with that person last night. They was with somebody last night. They're really telling off on themselves. You're absolutely right, Karen. That's exactly what they're doing. They're telling off on themselves. And they're good for it. She said, wow, true, Miss Karen. Yep. They're actually telling off on themselves. Accusation is a confession of what you've seen, and you see it. You've been with that narcissist 5 years, there's a lot of things you see. But you just denied it. It ain't even that you couldn't believe it, because some things are too obvious. But when you bring it before them, they're going to gaslight you. They're going to hold to that lie. Even if you show them pictures, they're going to tell you it's AI. That's not me. And it's them. All day long it's them. So the narcissist, they keep coming back. A stalker is very dangerous, because to stalk, you must be obsessed. And when a person gets obsessed, they want to know your every movement. They will even hurt people who get close to you, because they feel like you're interfering with us. You are stopping me from knowing them. They will hurt them. So if you're in a place, you're getting these random phone calls, these little shadows that follow you, the narcissist. She said, I learned to break the power they taught me they had. She said, my silence confused them, and once I stood strong on the boundaries, it infuriated them. Once they saw my self-love, it rendered them totally powerless. Let me tell you about a narcissist. You have power and authority over the enemy with the Spirit of God. But a narcissist is what they are to the core. If I cut a watermelon and I just use that knife to cut a cantaloupe, does it cause the watermelon not to be what it is? So it don't matter how many times I slice it. With the same knife I cut the cantaloupe, it's going to be watermelon down to the rind. It's going to be what it is. It's never going to change. A narcissist never change. They never change. Not a real narcissist. The power of God is there, but they can't even look inside of themselves to repent, because they're too busy accusing you. They're too busy blaming you. They do the blame game. After the blame game, you get ready to do the smear campaign. The narcissist is filled with himself, with herself. And you have to interpret the language. Danielle says, I had to forgive myself. Okay, she's going to rewrite it. Holding a grudge against a narcissist hinders yourself, because they're going to be who they are no matter what you do. MMXW said, I had to talk to an uncle that was talking down to me when I helped him out financially. She said, got to have a healthy boundaries to stay safe. You do. She said, please hit the like and share the the room. Absolutely. Thank you, Karen. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel. Like and share this portal with someone. Like and share it. When the narcissists keep coming back, that is a trauma bond training phase. The trauma bond traumatizes you and love you. Then the trauma bond ignores you and then give you attention. The trauma bond devalue you, then tell you how beautiful you are. That trauma lace you to the bond. She said, I had to forgive myself for staying in the situation too long. This is Danielle. It was the family dynamics, and I was so unaware. She said, but I know better now. Yeah, you can die in these situations. Most people in these situations are very unhealthy. Their health has suffered. Most people in this situation. Their mind, and they got out of it, and some portions of their mind is still being healed. The brain fog lifted, but the trauma didn't. It traveled through your system. Words, behavior, memories code your system. It is locked in your mind, and certain situations bring it out. Memories wait to be used. They're like words in a computer. They wait for you to need them. And then they come to the screen because you done pulled on them. Memory needs to be pulled in order to affect your now. And memories are always past items that present themselves in your present tense motion to totally affect your future. The narcissists know when they left that you were traumatized. You've been with them for 10 years. Some narcissists didn't tell you, some people didn't last. They ran them cuckoo. They were in a mental institution, and some of them couldn't do without them. They unalived themselves because they couldn't have the narcissist. And the narcissist is still here doing what they do. Yep, memories code your system. Memories create a DNA of travel. They're highway producers. They produce highways in order to code your mind. And these different codes in your mind seek to be your present tense happening because they want to design you rather than who you are design you. Memories want to design you. That's why the narcissists do things to impact your mind. The narcissists want you to remember. That's what they want you to do. Everything they do is about your memory. You said it's about your emotion, yes, so you can remember. It's about your thoughts, yes, so you can remember. Everything the narcissists do has to do with your memory. Because the more they invoke your memory, the more they can stay in your life. They can stay in your past, they can stay in your present, they can stay in your future. Because your memory is going to launch it there. Your memory is going to make sure that every time element exists with a memory. Listen to this. Cluster Be Free. Download Clubhouse app. Join Destiny Helper Room. Effective Communication. She's hosted by Helen Sattler on Tuesday, 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 9:45 Central, and 10:45 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you join me. Danielle said like and share are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support. Welcome to all new subscribers. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. And I'm starting to post different things online again. So when you see that post, like that post, share that post. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Make sure you following me here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Every time I come on or post a new post, you will be alerted. When you are getting strength, you need to constantly position yourself with the law of continuum. Library 322 said, we all reap what we sow. More than that, we sow and later than we reap. She said, but my ex still going strong at 65, trading women every 3 to 4 months. Seems we the ones reaping with health issues in their wake. No, that seems true, but that's not true. That's not true. He's a whoremonger. He's a serial cheater. It looked like he's making it, but hey, he take one hot woman. That's it. It only take one time, baby. If he was so happy, why he going from one woman to another woman? He's still trying to find happiness. When the narcissist first meet you, every new person, the narcissist thought, this is it. This is the one person that's going to make me happy. This person going to take my pain away. This person is going to fulfill my need. No, they not. That don't happen with people that's not a narc. You know it's not going to happen to a narcissist and they low down and have a dark spirit. No, it's not going to happen. You're not going to take wings and fly away. Every 3-4 months they trading women. He got body parts, hearts, land all over the place. And he move on. He's not stable. Every 3 to 4 months, he is unstable. He's not maturing every 3 to 4 months. No, you got to look at it right. We're not the only one paying the price, but we paid the price because we didn't stand and we allowed them to tear us down. But we're building back up. It took a heart attack to confirm that my body was keeping score. Oh, my God. Oh, daughter, that was you weren't the only one going through that. That was a serious time for your family over here. She's on Tuesday, Effective Communication. You can listen to the speakers and get on stage on the telephone and discuss with the speakers, including director with Helen, your destiny helper. See, and I love Clubhouse because you are heard. Here we have to read, but on Clubhouse, it's audio. Only thing we don't have is video. And I love the audio part. And it works. Your video in your memory plays all the time. Your memory never rests. It's gathering information when you don't think it's gathering information. You say, yeah, but when I'm sleeping, it's quiet, then it's going to record the quietness. Because that recording never turns off. She said, I listen after live taping each week. Good job, Librarian 322. That makes me feel so good. Eminem said, yes. Danielle said, if you think this YouTube talk is amazing, you're going to love Clubhouse on Tuesday. You're invited. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all, we're getting down to the 12-minute stretch. We got exactly 12 minutes. 12 minutes, y'all. What can we put in place in 12 minutes? She said, is it in the archives on Clubhouse? Yes, you can go to the replay, Kay, and get it. I mean, last week was like being in a psychiatrist's office. The panels was awesome. The things they released was awesome. I'm telling you, they really released some tremendous things. Eminem Clubhouse Tuesday was powerful. It was. It was very important to stay prayed up. Oh, you know what? So you can be sensitive. Because there are some things you won't see. You can discern. I'm preaching on desire. I'm ministering every Monday and Wednesday, 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock, sometime a little bit later. But you need to hear those. Go back and listen to them on Into His Chambers. Go back and listen to them on Clubhouse. Not Clubhouse, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. She said the talk therapy is what you didn't know you needed. Yeah? Why? Because you're getting it out of your system. And it's just not lodged in your memory. Eminem said, I finally got in, and the panel were off the chain. Absolutely. Okay, we're on a 10-minute, less than a 10-minute stretch. Okay, I am praying the word now. Good job. You are praying strength now. You are praying confidence now. You are praying victory now. You are praying being equipped for effectiveness. Oh, the greatest days of your life is ahead of you. It's coming. You call it and it comes. You're calling it. When you get in that word, you call it. And if you notice, the narcissists hate it when you read that Bible. They hate it when you went to church. They will make of it every excuse, something wrong with them. They sick. They don't feel good. Keep you out of the church. She said, closer to God now, more than ever. That's Danielle. Absolutely Danielle. And then you'll see what you're missing all of that time. Putting up with their foolishness. Deliberating their foolishness. Trying to help them out of a place they didn't want to leave. The more money you give them, the more money they need. The more you try to snatch them out, they go right back. It reminds me of a little kid. Mom took his hand out the door. He opened the door, put his hand back in there and started hollering. She pulled his feet out the door. He go put his feet back in there and start hollering. Some people like the sound of a holler because they like the sound of your pain. She said, "What? God is why I'm still here." No, baby. God is why we all still here. No, we all got that testimony, princess. God is why we all are still here. DPP, don't panic, pivot. Ooh, I love that. DPP, don't panic, pivot. Love it. That's good right there. Y'all got to remember, DPP, don't panic, pivot. That's good. That's really good. Because panic don't get you anywhere. Panic confuses you more. Did you notice that? When you get so upset you can't think, you're more confused than you were before the event happened. It's more confusing than the actual event. Now the panic, there was an event that caused it, but it's your experience. It's your personalization. So you got to realign. She said, I sent it to you, Mom. Oh, okay, thank you, because I want to make a t-shirt. You know it, right? I'm getting ready to put my t-shirts on YouTube, on my site. We got one, Tell Hell No. N-A-W, no. That is a classic. It is a signature t-shirt. And that's what most of you got to do. You got to tell the narcissist, no, 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 no. We're done here. I'm not going any further. I'm done. I'm done with the pain. I'm done with the abuse. I'm done here. She said, great sharing this time with you, family. She said, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button on your way out. Sunday morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday Bible study with Apostle Helen Sally. Boy, they are really putting this advertisement up. Karen and Danielle, thank you so much. All right, y'all, we on the wind down. And I want to thank you every time you come. You give such support, and your answers are tremendous. One day you are going to be someone's destiny helper. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Make sure you join me. So I say to everybody, good night, everyone. And remember, you are more powerful than what you think. You're more valuable than what they say. And you are more strategic than your enemy know. God bless you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Make sure you join me now. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and share the page. God bless.